Good morning, good morning, good morning, guys. Happy Monday. This year is flying by a whole lot, but good morning. I had to come back very quickly to cover the second part of my migraines prevention tips. I trust each and every one of you had a wonderful weekend, a restful weekend. It's evident I did not get as much rest as I wanted, but hey, it's a new week and we are super grateful. So, I'm Rachel with Shalem Lifestyle Coaching, and I'm gonna jump right into it today. I'm covering my second part of migraine tips, prevention tips, and this is because migraine is actually a very common uh, 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 um, issue in many people's life. Um, I hear about migraines way more often now than I did before, and I think oftentimes headaches are confused with migraines, but migraine sufferers know. So this one is for you guys, okay? All right, so last time I stopped at maintaining a healthy diet. I'm always talking about a healthy, sensible diet, right? So, number seven, because I had 12 points to cover. I covered 6 last time. The next one will be regular exercise, believe it or not. Why? Besides the fact that you are getting oxygen flowing to all kind of parts of your body, there is also the release of endorphins, that relaxation effect, unless you are doing some kind of crazy stressful exercise, which should really not be that way, but I'm just saying. um, for some people, the type of exercise, the level of exercise will actually be a trigger. As I previously said, you have to kind of know yourself. This is when you really need to know the pattern and identify what triggers them and what really helps them. So, um, if you have never exercised before and you suddenly get into exercise at like a very intense level and you are a migraine sufferer, that may actually be a trigger. You want to ease into it. You don't want to shock yourself with that. But for some other, regularly exercising really help decrease the frequency of the migraine occurrence. Okay, and then the next one after that will be screen time. I don't think I have to elaborate on that part, do I? The stimulation that you get from electronics alone is plenty. So moderation, definitely moderation. If you deal with migraines, moderation. Screen time, you want to limit it. Also, prolonged screen time equates straining of your eyes most of the time, which then could play into triggering a migraine. So that's another thing to consider. How much screen time do you have in your life, really? How much do you devote to screen time? After that, there is posture, and I will admit I'm still kind of working on that myself because I'm in front, like right now, I'm in front of a screen during the day, right? Patient screen, and sometimes I find myself doing this, and I have to remind myself, hey, because not only are you really stressing your neck part, there is a lower back part, the shoulders. So it's a lot of things that come into having a bad posture. Also, when you are walking, right? Head up, chest out. Like I say, I'm still working on it myself. I like to look on the ground when I'm walking. So I know what I'm talking about. But no good posture. Because if you are watching me right now and you instinctively correct your posture, you can actually notice how it kind of brings you some relief. So good posture is a very helpful thing to practice, especially if your job requires that you stay in front of a computer a lot, or you are sitting a lot, things like that. All right. The other thing I will talk about is supplements. And by supplements, this gets a little tricky because what again works for one may not works for other. But one supplement that's often prescribed by neurologists for migraines is magnesium. It is magnesium. So that's a good question to ask your physician. Sometimes the B vitamins help some. Um, Coenzyme Q10 helps some other. So I'm checking out if I cover all of them. Yeah, some of the B vitamin, specifically B12, sometimes help. B2 sometimes help some of the migraine sufferers. So it's actually a good question to ask your provider if you are a migraine sufferer. Would some supplements help me? Okay, or if you don't like taking supplements, then going towards the food that are loaded in those supplements. Okay, and next is, well, we have to talk about medication. There are preventative medication for migraines, and I personally, everybody's different. Everybody's different. But also you want to discuss with your provider, especially if you started with migraines after a certain medication regimen. You want to kind of discuss with your provider and see if combination of some medication may be causing the migraines, if some medication you are taking may be causing migraines. Okay, otherwise, if you are having such a hard time really identifying, isolating, and preventing them, know about the medications that are aboard, the one that works for you, so you are not suffering on. But you know how I'm an advocate of preventing as opposed to treating if possible. Now, sometimes your migraines may be caused by an actual legitimate medical condition, such as a prior brain surgery or a prior brain trauma, things like that, so it's not as evident to really prevent. You've done everything and you are still struggling. So that's definitely discuss with your provider. Most people do point migraines to their provider. Some other are self-treating. And in parentheses, if you are self-treating with ibuprofen or Excedrin, be mindful of the amount. If you find yourself going to that thing constantly or all the time because of migraines, you want to be mindful of that, because of the side effects. So, something to consider, which leads me to my last point: seek professional help, really. To seek professional help if you are really struggling, you are self-treating, and you have to keep taking things, right? By professional help, some people may go toward alternative medicine. Some people may go to Western medicine. Some people may go to Eastern medicine. But go to a good professional that knows and has a reputation of helping. I can think of somebody right now who does acupuncture. That's what helps them. Doesn't mean it will necessarily work for everybody, but that's what they found helps them. So to look into professional help. Don't stay suffering. Just don't be in suffering. Don't let this thing control your life so much. So that was really quick. That's the second part of my migraines prevention tips. And I hope that was helpful to you. As always, if you have questions, make sure to shoot me a message or an email or whatever. Comment something, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. So I wish everybody a wonderful week ahead. And God bless each and every one of you. Take care of yourself. Bye.